Ever heard someone say they're going to hit the hay? Let's unpack what it means. Today's idiom of the day takes us to the countryside, to a time when beds were stuffed with straw, not springs. Hit the hay is a phrase that's been around for quite a while, and it's still used today. Do you know what it means? Or where it comes from? Or how to use it in your everyday conversations? Well, buckle up, my friends. Stay tuned to find out more. So, what does hit the hay mean? Well, it's not about a boxing match with a haystack, nor is it about finding a needle in it. Hit the hay is a fun, informal way to say that you're going to bed or you're about to sleep. Imagine your friend yawning, stretching, and then declaring, "I think I'm gonna hit the hay." They're not off to thump some bales of dried grass. They're off to slumber in the land of dreams. So the next time you're feeling sleepy, tell your friends you're going to hit the hay and see their reactions. Sounds simple, right? But where does this phrase come from? Why would anyone hit hay to signal going to sleep? Well, like many idioms in the English language, the answer lies in history. But we'll get to that in our next scene. Stay tuned. Let's take a trip back in time. Picture this. It's the late 19th to early 20th century, a time when modern comforts were not as widespread as they are today. Back then, mattresses were not as plush and comfy as the ones we're used to. Instead, they were often filled with straw or hay. That's right, people actually slept on hay. Now imagine after a long, hard day of work, you'd literally have to hit the hay to make your bed comfortable enough to sleep on. You'd have to punch it, pat it down, fluff it up, basically wrestle with it until it's just right. So, when someone said they were about to hit the hay, it meant they were ready to prepare their bed and go to sleep. This idiom is a wonderful example of how language evolves over time, reflecting changes in our lifestyle and technology. Even though we no longer sleep on hay-filled mattresses, the phrase "hit the hay" stuck around and is still being used today. It's fascinating, isn't it, how a simple phrase can carry such a rich history within it. It's a testament to how our language is not just a tool for communication, but also a living, breathing record of our past. So the next time you use this phrase, remember its humble and rustic origins. Think about the people who truly had to hit the hay every night. It's a small but meaningful way to connect with our shared history. Interesting, isn't it? Now, how do you use this phrase in a sentence? Let's put this idiom into action. Picture this. You've had a long, tiring day. Maybe you've been working on a project, or perhaps you've spent the day exploring a new city. Whatever the case, you're feeling worn out. Your eyelids are heavy. It's time to call it a day. Here's how you can use our idiom. "Wow, what a day, I'm ready to hit the hay." Or maybe you've been studying all night for an exam, and it's finally time to rest your brain. You could say, "I've been hitting the books hard, now it's time to hit the hay." The idiom is versatile, and you can use it in all sorts of scenarios where you're about to go to sleep. So the next time you're feeling beat and ready for some shut-eye, remember to hit the hay. As easy as that. Now we want to hear from you. It's time for you to join the conversation. You've learned about the idiom "hit the hay." Now we'd love to hear from you. What's your routine before you hit the hay? Do you read a book, sip some tea, or count sheep? Everyone has their own unique way to wind down. Share your bedtime rituals in the comments below. It's always fascinating to learn about the different ways people prepare for a good night's sleep. Thanks for watching. Sweet dreams, and see you in our next idiom adventure.